Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Listen, I want to share something with you, and this is it's called Until Today, and it's by Iyanla Vanzant. It's Daily Devotions for Spiritual Growth and Peace of Mind. I want to share this with you. This is today's reading, and it spoke to my soul because I'm guilty of this. So listen. I will gain more understanding when I realize how I interpret what comes at me is a reflection of what is in me. I'm going to repeat that. I will gain more understanding when I realize how I interpret what comes at me is a reflection of what is in me. When something, someone says or does upsets you, when something, someone says or does upset you, your upset is not about the other person. Feelings are triggered within. Feelings are triggered within you when an external source bumps into something that is already there. A self-inquiry will help you figure out what you're hiding that is being triggered by what you're experiencing. When you least expect it, the truth will fly out of someone's mouth. The truth will burn a hole in your defense, and chances are it's going to upset you. More than likely, you will direct your upset toward the person who released the truth you were denying, ignoring, or trying to excuse away. If, on the other hand, you turn inward, then you're opening the door to a wholesome self-inquiry that will ultimately lead you to something that needs to be healed. A self-inquiry identifies your desire to take charge of a rampant emotion so that you're not manipulated like a puppet by the things that go on around you. A self-inquiry begins the moment you experience the upset and ask the question, what am I feeling? Once you get the nature of the feeling, you must ask yourself, why am I feeling this? The answer is likely to be, because so-and-so did such and such. Wrong. Do not lay your feelings in someone else's lap. Take charge. Call forth your issues so that you can be healed. Doing anything less will leave you out of touch with you and at the mercy of everything and everyone. Until today, you may have been tricked into believing that people can upset you. Just for today, be aware of what is in you that triggers your toxic emotions. If your trigger is pulled, run to the nearest quiet place and begin your healing process with a self-inquiry. Today, I'm devoted to healing myself for the need to react to the action of others. Let's say that again. Today, I am devoted to healing myself of the need to react to the action of others. Listen, that itself is super powerful. I used to find myself, and this ties into, I know I need to talk about this because it ties into a video I was watching from a young man, King Naya, I think that's his name. So he's a young motivational speaker. I think he started out like in his early teens, right? Maybe before then. He shared something yesterday that really spoke to my soul. And you know, we can post a video or we can post a whatever on Facebook. Like we can just have a post on Facebook and you can have 1,000 positive comments and you can have one negative comment and you will focus. This is what I do now. This is what I did. He taught me a lesson yesterday. I will respond, react, and I'm just like, what is it about that bothers me? A lot of times people are speaking from a space they're at, and it has nothing to do with you. It's just what they're feeling, what they got going on. And the negative comments don't need a response at all. They don't. But we do that. That's all we see. Because we're so used to the positive stuff. But the negative stuff is like, I got to prove them wrong. I got to show them. I got to tell them. They don't know who they talking to. They don't know who they messing with. And then I read this devotion today. This is today's devotion. And it makes perfect sense. Like, why do we do that? Things that trigger us are emotions that are buried inside of us that we have not dealt with. And if you don't deal with them, they'll deal with you. And it's no need to respond to that other person because they said something to piss you off, per se, right? Did they really? I tell my honey this all the time. I can't put madness inside of you. They're making me mad. You're making me mad. You're choosing to be mad. So let's uncover that. Like, what happened in the past to make what I said trigger you in this moment? Huge. Just huge awareness. And I was thinking about that today. When I read that, it just went, like I said, it went along with the video that I saw yesterday, and I shared it because I'm guilty of it. So today I made some posts and people said how they felt, and guess what? It's okay. It doesn't need a response. Everything does not need a response. And so I wanted to share this with you all, because if you're going through this, if this is you, if you have ever experienced this, instead of responding to that person, like, look within to see, do a self-inquiry, right? And see what it's telling you. See what you're telling yourself. Excuse me, as far as what happened. Let's look into that. Because we can't control people. They're gonna say stuff and they're gonna do stuff. And when I find myself getting irritated, I don't respond and react to the person. I'm like, okay, let me sit in this and see, why am I feeling this? What is this telling me? Self-inquiry. Huge awareness today. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to read today's affirmation. I'm going to read today's daily devotion. And I'm going to share it because somebody needs this. So I'm complete. I wanted to share that with you. Let me know how you feel about this. Until next time, enjoy your Sunday. Peace and love.